This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Masomo has a general.
Okay.
Yes, Masomo, my bet me at take off Ako General Wadaruma, my radio I say.
Okay, Yanko.
Yes. General on crack a crana bedi montimi we are not my boy man from Coach Sakwaba or senior me had my Saturday. And so she na on saka on crano and crack a cram so from Coach Sakwaba and no. I say Saturday biana o Jojo Hua or name bia ope enti General I be ready. But you move on quickly na yanko board no so.
But what Newton, someone Newton. What Newton?
What's it?
All right.
Sakwaba.
I blew you out to this year. Oh dear. Carry on. Why? Sir, goalkeeper, ball name you my old what to watch.
Film in
Do the course. Why?
You know, already I'm a son crowd or ma, and you know, the Libya. So, with them, so. You know, goalkeepers are a very, very important piece of every football team at Obesheshe. Because Osha from Omo position has say, Ubenya a goalkeeper here. Now, so compare to outfield players, the difference is every outfield player is standing from a position of 360 degrees. Meaning, say, baby, I'm going to be but for goalkeepers, a more 180 degrees. Because Nachi is so important. It's a sort of or 10 or 90 or Baha 90. The reality is that if I'm building a very big, solid base, I'm more a team no ayana a very, very tough. Now looking at Kotoko, Oshamo backline where they started, especially central midfield row, Obenya Sharif Mohammed, Noababenya Mubarak Yusuf. We all thought this will be the formation or the base going forward. But at some point, Yasaso who said changes about especially latter part of the first round, you know. I don't know key area about here at the goalkeeping department. Danlad Ibrahim has been very much consistent for Kotoko, especially Felix Moho, Danlad Moho, Abolowa Moho, not Danlad, Edaso compete top-notch goalkeeper undoubtedly. But you find himself or develop it. You can't strikers once some so develop it very late. And so that's why I saw that Tono one save now what your fans can there are other areas of the game no as I said general Otimi improve it as early as possible. Key one area I said that lad improve any movement from the goal line. So Osha said it was one-on-one situations against Asefasmante of Bechem United, but closely, Babia Danlad way were feeling line so with the hope say or back on one-on-one situations. But general, he's out of the goal line in no man's land. And Asefasmante and Messi chance So one Danlad exit in the line one. Yeah now. Issues kakra who I say or develop that angle of the game. I'll be back with Asare later on. But for Danlad, every single situation and structure never disappointed or no. So moving from the line one. Niana akoye issue kakra. So let's go through the video. This was the President's Cup. House of OK host 2 Kumasa Sante Kotoko El Baba Era Sports Stadium. Patrick Razak Enya 1-on-1 after Sena Ganiyu Alusu Bono in the final third general. And at this point, it's Patrick all alone. Danlad Baba na on decision on the team, but the timing of exit, you know, yeah na oba. It's a sawa makrake ye. You uniform with that ease. You've seen that from Bechem against Fasmante. This is Benjamin Boateng go or share just an anu ya once in America. And Danlad exited in a line, no, Ebebedru area, one may share or and this is it. So usually there's a key question about what I say. At this point, goalkeeping area on free hole, but he's here without saving the ball. It was 1-on-1 or 1v1 technically. So but Danlad is here. We're just go post, you know. These are the key areas said Danlad or developing because counter-attacking situations about the weakness of Kotoko game. They always love to attack. But more qua omachino, ya na equine a bunny sanwa. Goalkeepers are movement in your timing in your how precise you be in terms of one-on-one duels. You know, general one to me and always or backline no a bit disappointing. So each and every situation against different opponents, different venues. This is a compact. Mediama and Kumasa Sante Kotoko. Danlad exited, but at this point, Babi Oduno, it's 1-on-1. One year any palm cover area Honoman farmer. Danlad is here, but we're free to go area. But he exits usually without even winning the ball in the first place. Ababe issue, as I said, or dealing with going forward. This is the major area, as I said, Danlad, irrespective of the fact, say, or do blaster level, no, as I said, or develop this angle. So he's exited once again, but Obiani Honoma or Kovano. These are the two center backs are a protecting. Mubarak is here, and then of course Maxwell Ajiman is here. But goalkeeper Pierre, one of you should be at the back post covering him. But Danlad's position is here, but we're free area. This is a major weakness. Danlad would have to, work on this. So Obaba winning ball, Obaba make it foul, Obaba tackle, Obaba winning ball. Is decision right? Is it in connotation with other members of the back line? General, I think Danlad would have to work on this. So, a body saying that Danlad is superior. What is the other question? So, structure is good. Why would he be here? So, had it not been the fact that this ball went beyond the line, and the crowd lines and as Emmanuel Avonyo in your ball right at Toneta, Danlad would have been at the wrong position at the wrong time. So the exit from the area that has been a key major area, I said Danlad general or develop. That said, there's a bit of connection, especially a through ball. So Danlad Bebabe Sevi announce Sevi. Sometimes there's no existence of communication between the back line and you see the collision in there. A Banasanwa, two Kotoko don't win second balls around the box. Kotoko winning second balls around the area. A long ball from Richard Bedu against Samatex was knocked down into Kotoko zone. This situation means this is Sheriff. Now Sheriff will progress the ball from this area and he has access. As soon as they lose the ball, how would you blame a goalkeeper from somebody's error, General? But this is the problem at Kotoko goalkeepers in facing. You might think, say, Omar recover ball from Samatex, but as soon as they exited right away, then the issue really popped up. And the band is saying, no, ultimately blame a goalkeeper. And this is the highlight of the weaknesses at a Kotoko backline. 3 centre backs were just ahead of the ball, but spacing of the man, no. How would you blame Danlad? So technically, I've discussed an exit from the area, no, but there's no connection within the backline. Yeah, and I might have chances, or more bell limit, The striker had the ball here, but I'm showing you the position of the 3 centre backs. None of them, and I step it out, said who Ramos. Who Puyo, who John Terry, who Gary Cahill. So ordinary young po to hold because this is the last line of defense. So as soon as you continue to drop back, or drop it back a right area, how why are you dropping deep? You are only offering a space for your goalkeeper to be exposed. Structure way repairs in the second round and sign with me a defending league now. If a cost to us, irrespective of who mans the goalpost, say Frederick or say Danlad, there will be issues. So aerially, Kotoko defense, they don't react. Count how many red jerseys can you find here around the box. It was a corner kick. Against what? That is in Swatreman. Now you compare in Swatreman quality to Omo top 4. And if you are not defending corners, now Ujama or goalkeeper. Meanwhile, you have about 6-7 players in the box, but nobody is dealing with this ball. So the goalkeeper now might be dealing with the issue now. Am issue about more allows some might increase the aerial presence by 6%. I will explain that later. But you're very dominant in aerial duels and obey improving that aspect. But the Danlad and Pierre Anan and San Cabonwa, it's always a free man and a Ben Nokibono. This is Emmanuel Avonyo, and look at how free but count to justice Odua, Yana, our box room. It's been happening. Sabonam Surne Bar, so the keeper Nama Pierre Ama Mechebonwa, General. The structure has always been disappointing against different variety of attackers. They are always disappointing the goalkeepers. But let's talk about a more technical brilliance, how they've been doing very, very well. That is Frederick Asari. Or no, Danlad competed. Danlad Koshe Muno, or no, share Chile, Kotoko, and stay top of the table. But at this point, the second round of the Betfair Premier League has always been tougher because teams performance shooting new additions, performance because Frederick Asari has been doing something good, General. But can he keep his composure, his confidence? During the latter stage of the Betfair Premier League, where intensity blossoms, where every single aspect of the game shoots up, Frederick Asari Bema that experience every do and make us almost struggling. That is not Danlad. But the major Frederick in Kwanso or no fight or so, and some fighter for the second ball, a better formula. It's a structural problem. It's a Kotoko dealing with. Say keeper Emra because 2 centre backs are here, but they allowed Frederick to exist, and it's been happening. Area how nobody takes charge. Second ball, so a opponent in the goalkeeper no one is so facing. This is the problem they need to face. First ball, second ball, third ball in the area, but count the number of red jerseys you find here, and it's all down to the goalkeeper. So be cause miracle, be defended, so let's forget about Danlad or Frederick. There's a problem in here, general and some solve going forward if indeed any league no keke yama league na be standard, but that is not the case. The standard of Kotoko has always been Africa. So make Kotoko there, and after say Asari save penalty in the second ball obi asa was abra. This is not it. There should be some reactionary senses of the defenders, especially say goalkeeper no make the first saver, but they will be lethargic or may slow. Keeper no and they've been losing, conceding certain goals from midfield. Shahawa David Abagana drove through 60 meters. Or the ball connecting into the final 10 and Sana Mobe Cambo on the Ashim. So this goal, you are considering the box in the like I keep saying, goals are considered in sequence. So from midfield, Obosu and or drive connecting the final. That goal was considered in midfield, and it's down to the structure. Many of the teams have done this, but where Asari and the Dan Lad, a difference in the Bumno, the experience. Now, me say Franco Naro, the structure would always disappoint whoever mans the goalpost. But put the two players in here, consider their profiling. Who would you give the opportunity to? But look at that goal on the chair, David Abagana. And then Abagana and Dikumi also made sure say from midfield here they are conceding. And the bunny say no, you only exposing your goalkeeper. So how are the lad are exiting now? Versus Kumi is why exiting because structure no be disappointing whoever is here. Well, 3 goal post room to face one-on-one situations against Andikumi, former player for Kotoko, but goal post no Obiani Honoma Okovano, and they recovered from here. Yet, on the ball in the chair. This goal, any Samatas go no differences no ISA. So backline would always, make errors. Backline is a protected defenders, and as a goalkeeper, they keep repeating certain errors. When you're a goalkeeper, you might be exposed, but the lad hugely has experience. And better acclimatized to the Kotoko fans during the intention part of the season. I think that lad might be the key for Kotoko going forward. Frederick is doing something good. I mean, compare the stats or Accra Lions last season and this season, and Yama Frederick general a huge improvement for the player. But comparing him to Dan Lad, anybody a season or ever drop Yakono, I think that apex belongs to Dan Lad Ibrahim, if indeed Kotoko pese omu defend omu league no. This guy is a developing goalkeeper. Even if Onyanyema wrong, the two of them, both keepers, Yanyan to Wase and Famomo. The only unfortunate thing they say they are playing for big club in Africa. Big clubs are for results. They are not for development. And you see any place in the Cologne. Yeah, the Casemiro be Cologne, no about boy, the Valverde be Cologne, no about boy. But Asari has the opportunity to play at an early stage and pressure Beba also. But to compare the two, General, undoubtedly, I'll be going for Dan Lad for the second half of the season, despite the few errors. As also at the growing game, no General.
Oh, okay. You better sipa na da obeto ebu atwa fra no na dana na mpafi begu.
And the odimemo and okay.
You careful. Response no beba. Okay. All right, about also the Abamo Kessben 913 live on Kessben television. So say Kwame Miki at transit at the local stories no ebe brain.